Bob's right on time. Shine of the October moon glints off his $25 guitar at the stroke of midnight. I love the smell of burning trash, the smoke spreading out at the crossroads. I say, over here, let me tune it up for you. Being an okay harp player ain't enough. Sad eyes, sad as Paganini's eyes before I gave him his gift. Man, could he play the fiddle. Only took him 36 years to find a resting place for his long bones. But he's not really resting. No one rests after we shake hands. Yes, sirree, Bob's another smart man, a lonely man who wants fame now, not in a decade or two when his knees fail and his fingers ache. Don't we all? Bob, let me play a crossroad blues on my favorite. He hums, slaps his hand to his thin side and grins, all white teeth, while I give him back his life. Our meeting takes 20 minutes at the most. Good, because I've got a shitload of work to do tonight. I almost want to tell him about the poison, or how he'll outlick any player, dead or alive, or why he must dance to the voice in his dreams. And that's Bob as Robert Johnson meeting the devil. Oh. Next poem is Running with Snakes. And this is not a persona poem. This is a personal poem, and it really did happen. Yes. Sweat spreads like ink along my t-shirt as my friend Bill runs slow. We curve into the woods behind the subdivisions, watching for roots or snakes. In May, a black one skittered away behind the bikes in our garage, and a decade ago, I hopped over a yellow one seeking sunshine while my son slept in his stroller. Bill tells me he's repulsed by his wife of 12 years. I've changed. She's lazy. I stay away from home at nights. I shouldn't have married her in the first place. Then he says, I'm in love with someone else. How do I judge distance, loss, and time? My own marriage is a snake, mysterious and yearning for warmth. Sometimes we find heat again after months of chasing kids, jobs, and bills. I often travel alone. I nod in sympathy and look down at a black root, a slender 6-foot rat snake lounging in dappled heat. Bill's impressed I didn't step on the reptile. He doesn't know I don't make mistakes twice. And then there's another on the path's carpet, copperhead or corn snake. Ancient Chinese wisdom says meeting a snake brings great luck. But what about luck squared? Does the luck leave when you step where you shouldn't? Bill demands I keep his secret coiled tight out of the sun. Got 2 more for you. Anyone here Game of Thrones fans? And for my Game of Thrones fans, here is The Bear and the Maiden Fair, which was an episode in last season. Okay, I'm a fan. I was Lady Melisandre for Halloween. Today I crossed the borderlands with this girl, no more than 17 summers. 3 days ago, she lost her son. 2 days ago, she lost her husband. Yesterday, she nursed 3 dragons, the last wild things I saw in this red waste that sprawls into heartbreaking infinity. She is my queen, my Khaleesi. I am her knight. An exile, a former slaver with bad knees, bad debt, and a bald spot. I spied on her so I could return home, but that was before. She didn't notice me watching her tuck a strand of her white blonde hair out of her eye, nor eat the peach I gave her from the oasis, nor rub her chapped lips together. I can't remember my wife's face, nor what she liked best for supper, only that she once told me I was her bear. I come from Bear Island, filled with snowy firs. My queen, also in exile, was also born on an island where waves crash against granite cliffs and ships fan out into the narrow sea. Her father, the Mad King, was stabbed by the usurper, and she never knew a real home like I did. Today, she's thinking about returning to her rightful place, to end starvation and the war, rule her people justly. She knows the horses will die in 2 days without water, and so will we. Yet, she moves us forward into the unknown. Sometimes she asks me what I want, and I wish I could tell her the truth. The only home I want is with her. And that was Sir Jorah. Feel free to shout out, if you know the person. The last poem is The Predator at the Super Walmart. And this is Predator from the Predator movies. If you don't know who Predator was, it is the big tall guy who had teeth like this, really ugly, and he and Arnold Schwarzenegger were not really friends. The Predator at the Super Walmart. Beef. Need lots of beef. Paper says Wednesday is the day for $2.99 a pound. After I eat beef, I watch hockey. My team. The Predators play the Wild. Good stuff. I pull up truck to an open spot far away from the other vehicles. Don't like people parking too close and denting my doors. Last time I shopped here, I found 2 dings. I screamed and scared shoppers, the usual. I wear helmets, so don't frighten people too much. Teeth do stick out a little bit. I don't buy bullets or kill anyone at the Walmart, just at Target. Kidding. No one gets humor. After shoving old plastic bags into the outside recycle bin, I wipe the cart down with stinky wipes in a tube. The cart is too short for me, so I use my knuckles to move it along. It's Wednesday, not Friday, when everyone here buys movies, cigarettes, and beer, and guns. I buy beef. I ring the butcher bell, and Charlie comes right away. What wonderful service! And fills cart all the way. Few ground chucks spill out and hit feet. Ouch. Feet hurt like bananas. I take cart to the express line because that's the only one open. I have more than 10 beef packages. Tattooed lady in short skirt behind me is mad. Get out of the express line, you freak! I sigh and repeat her words back at her. Get out of the express line, you freak! Very loud. She keeps talking at me, imitating her fun and how I learn to speak like weak humans. Get in another line. You can't be in this one. Get in another line. You can't be in this one. She doesn't like her words in my mouth. Her heat register now very high. Pointing finger. Thinks I'm stupid. I take off helmet. She leaves quickly. Runs. Out of store, leaving her Greek yogurt and tampons. Clerk says sorry, but I still late to watch game.